Middle of a crucial playoff game against the University of Guelph, a routine fly ball resulted in two McMaster players knocked down on the turf.
Both in a dive phase where head met knee.
The sound of the collision and seeing them both on the ground, you knew it was pretty serious.
Mark Zanet's knee crashed into teammate Nick Valachi's face. Nick Motruk beelined it to Valachi, who was in dire shape.
He was basically in shock and fighting for his breaths. He could not breathe.
Head coach Adam Strongman says Valachi suffered severe injuries to his face and Mark Zanet injured his knee. Luckily for both players, the two teams were stocked with medical help.
One of their assistant coaches is a firefighter. They had a cameraman who was a paramedic. They were responding out. Our athletic therapists were responding out. So within seconds, you had top responders on the situation.
Soon after, the ambulance arrived, but as the players were stretchered in, the vehicle became stuck in the rain-soaked field.
The wheels were spinning and both teams just threw it at the same time to help them out.
Someone captured the moment and both teams put their rivalries aside.
When I got on the right front bumper to push, I had no clue Guelph was coming behind. I just knew we had a huge group of people. After the push occurred, and I looked, and you have Maroon and Guelph behind in their whites. That push, that picture, it means the world.
When someone gets injured, it kind of that competition stops, and you have to regroup and focus on the main priorities, which is making sure everyone was okay.
Obviously, it was our biggest weekend of the year, and tensions were pretty high between both teams, but as soon as that happened, it was more about just make sure the guys are okay.
For whatever reason, every time McMaster and Guelph play each other, something unusual happens. Back in 2019, one of the assistant coaches for McMaster had a heart attack during batting practice, and the exact same assistant coach for the Griffins, who is also a firefighter, was on hand and did CPR for 25 minutes before an ambulance arrived. While McMaster's championship route continues next weekend, Coach Strongman says they're already coming away with something special.
Even after we're done playing ball, we're going to remember the ball field, but it's the incidences where you see that camaraderie come together that everybody's going to be like, that actually occurred.